ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಜುಲೈ 25th 2021ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ಕೆಸೆಟ್ಟಿನ ಪೇಪರ್ 1 ಜನರಲ್ ಪೇಪರಿನ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್, ಹೈಯರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಷನಿನ 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಗೂ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ನ 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ 15 ಕ್ವಶನಿನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು ಕೇವಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಯೂನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಇಂದನೂ 5 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕವರ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಆಪ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ನ 5 ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. Select the alternative which consists of positive factors contributing to effectiveness of teaching. The first option, teacher's knowledge of the subject. Yes, of course, this factor is a positive factor to the contributed to the effectiveness of teaching. Teachers B option, teacher's socioeconomic background. This is not a positive factor. Communication skill of the teacher, yes, this is also B, one of the positive factor which contributed to the effectiveness of teaching. Teacher's ability of pleasing the students, this is not a positive factors. Teacher's personal contact with students, this is also be not a positive factor. Teacher's competence in managing and monitoring classroom transaction, this F is also be positive factor which contributing to the effectiveness of the teaching. So here A, C and F are correct one. So the right answer is D. Right answer is D. The second, the teaching aptitude question. Unit test, class test and assignment test are essential components of option A, summative evaluation, option B, analytical evaluation, option C, continuous evaluation, option D, diagnostic evaluation. So here option C is correct one, continuous evaluation. Continuous evaluation is also be called as a formative evaluations. So unit test, class test and assignment test, these all are essential component of continuous evaluation or formative evaluation. At the end of the semester exam or the annual exams ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೆಮೆಟಿವ್ evaluations ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. But unit test, class test, assignment test are it regards to the continuous evaluations. So here C answer is correct one. The next question. So which branch of philosophy deals with the knowledge, its structure, methods and validity? Here the right answer is C, epistemology. It is a branch of philosophy which deals with knowledge, structure, methods and validity. The next, the teaching aptitude question. Which of the following is the highest level of cognitive ability? So here cognitive ability under there are 6 levels. The first level is a knowledge, the second level is a comprehension, the third level is application, the fourth level is a analysis, the fifth level is a synthesis, and the sixth and highest and last level is a evaluation. So here the question is like that. Which of the following is the highest level of cognitive ability? So evaluating or evaluation is the highest level of cognitive ability. The next question, classroom teaching is a type of. Classroom teaching is a type of. Here options are one-way delivery of communication. No, classroom is not a one-way communication. Only role playing. Classroom teaching is not only role playing. Non-verbal communication, this is also be wrong one. So classroom teaching is a type of discourse. Discourse means what? Written and spoken communication. ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಂತ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್. So this is all about teaching aptitude. So next one, higher education related. Higher education related ಕೂಡ 5 questions ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. The first question is like that, assertion and reasoning. So here there are two statements are given. The first statement is assertion and the second statement is a reason. The assertion, the purpose of higher education is to promote critical and creative thinking ability among students. Yes, the purpose of higher education is to promote the critical and creative thinking ability of among the students because their ability ensures the job placement. So here both A and B are true and R is the correct explanation of A. So here A is the correct answer. The next question. In question it relates to the value education. The best way for providing value education is through discussions on spiritual test? No. Lecturer or discussion on values? No, not at all. Seminars or symposiums on the values? Not at all. Monitoring or reflective session on the values? The best way of providing value education is through the monitoring or reflective session on the values. So here D answer is a correct one. D answer is a correct one. The next question is the new education policy 2021. Which of the following not a silent feature of new education policy 2020? Which of the following is not a silent feature of new education policy 2020? The first option. So the first option is highest priority to achieving foundational literacy and numeracy by all student by grade 3. This is a silent feature of new educational policy 2020. Learner flexibility to choose their learning objectives and programs. This is also be one of the silent feature of new education policy 2020. Promoting multilingualism, multilang- promoting multilingualisms and the power of language in teaching and learning. This is also be one of the silent feature. Focus on summative assessment rather than regular formative assessment. This is not a feature, not a silent feature of the new education policy 2020. So here the right answer is D, not a silent feature. The next higher education question is like that. Which of the following is not a product of Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana? So Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana under there are three products. Shishu, Kishore and Tarun. Nari is not a product of Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. So here B is the right answer. The next question. NIRF stand for. NIRF stand for National Institutional Ranking Framework. So here answer B is the correct one. So this is all about higher education. Higher education related 5 questions. Then next, research aptitude. So research aptitude, the first question. Which sequence of research steps is logical in the list given below? So research steps are this B1 is a correct one because whenever we want to conduct research, we have to follow some steps. Like our first step is a problem formulation, second step is a hypothesis formulation, third step development of research design, fourth step collection of data, fifth step data analysis, sixth step arriving at generalizations, and last step is a conclusion. So here B is a correct answer. The next question is like that. What is netnography? Actually, the netnography means the online ethnography research. So here D is the correct answer. The next question, which one of these book is authorized by Fred N. Kerlinger? So here answer A is correct one. Foundation of Behavioral Research. The next question, it relates to the hypothesis. A null hypothesis is, null hypothesis means hypothesis of no difference. Hypothesis of no difference. Hypothesis under there are two types of hypothesis, null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Here the null hypothesis means what? Hypothesis is hypothesis of no differences. The next question is a sampling related. When a research problem is related to the heterogeneous population, which of the following is the most suitable sampling method? Here options available: cluster sampling, stratified sampling, convenient sampling, simple random sampling. Out of these four options, here stratified sampling is the most suitable sampling method when a research problem is related to the heterogeneous. So here I am going to cover teaching aptitude 5 questions, higher education related 5 questions, then research aptitude related 5 questions. Remains I am going to cover in my upcoming video. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀವು ನನ್ನ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್.